The following is a special Wayne Hills Television sports presentation.
Welcome into our Wayne Hills TV studio as we get you ready for today's girls basketball matchup between the Passaic Valley Hornets and the Wayne Hills Patriots. I'm Becca Cohen.
And I'm John Grant.
For today's studio show, before we give you our thoughts on today's game, let's send it to the guys calling this game, Jason Hook and Noah Sandler, for their thoughts.
Thanks, Becca. Your Wayne Hills Patriots have an undefeated 7-0 record and are facing off against a good 5-3 Passaic Valley team. So today's going to be a great matchup between the Patriots and the Hornets. And now, Jason, who is your key player for today's game?
My key player is Sienna Schuster, the leading scorer for this team. She's averaging 14.6 points per game on the season. That's 102 so far on the season. So, I mean, overall, an amazing scorer. You've seen it throughout the season so far, and I'm expecting a lot from her today.
And now let's take a look at a scouting report on the visiting Passaic Valley Hornets. So as I said, they have a 5-3 record. Their head coach is Mark Salvatore. They're in the Independence Division of the Big North Conference, and their leading scorer is Janessa Ruiz, who's averaging 13.1 points per game. So Hills is going to be looking to defend her in today's game. So that's all we have for our quick pregame show. But before we send it back into the studio, I had a chance to sit down with Lily Weltman to discuss this undefeated run and today's game. This is In the Paint. Welcome to In the Paint. For today's girls basketball game, I'm pleased to be joined by senior Lily Weltman. So a great start to the season, the 7-0 record. What does the team need to do to sustain the success on this undefeated run?
We just need to keep playing with high intensity and stay motivated throughout this long season.
And now, in your opinion, who on the team has kind of exceeded expectations and is having a great start to the year?
A lot of the younger players like Ari Palafonte and Starvor have showed a lot of progress and been shooting really well in games.
And now today you're playing against a 5-3 Passaic Valley team. What do you know about them, and what are you guys going to need to do to get the win?
We know we're better than them, and we can just keep doing what we're doing, and we will pull through with the win.
Well, thanks so much for joining me. Now let's send it back into the studio where Becca and John are going to get you set for today's game.
And now, welcome back into our studio as we are getting set to go. John, what do you think of this team after a successful 7-0 start to the season? What does Hills need to do today to get the win?
Well, I think that this is our biggest prove-it game of the season. We've had an easier schedule up until this point, but Passaic Valley sitting at 5-3. It's one of the best records we've played yet. They've scored over 35 points in 7 out of the 8 games they've played, but Wayne Hills has held opponents to less than 20 points in 5 out of the last 7 total games. So the key to winning this game is just defense.
I completely agree with that. So far this season, we've had some tough competitors, but nothing really to push our team to the ability that we know that they can play. I think it's going to be really interesting to see what kind of standout players we have today. Of course, we're looking towards players like Sienna Schuster, who's the leading scorer with 102 points this season. She completely takes over the team every time, and I'm excited to see what she has to offer today.
Mm-hmm. And another player, Shannon Ty, with 70 rebounds in 7 games, which is insane. She's always running up and down the court, grabbing rebounds, making the great passes. And, I mean, just both those players are 2 of our best players.
Let's take a look at the schedule for the Patriots. This season, we've had around 7 games so far, and winning all 7 games. Our first game versus Clifton, 65-15. Moving on to Dwight Morrow, 55-15. And then against Cliffside Park, 61-14. Moving on to Clifton, 43-11. And then another game against West Milford, 46-40. A game against Fairlawn, 51-43. And our most recent game against DePaul with another win, 57-16.
You guys can send it.
Okay, now back to Noah.
Priority at all times. We take great pride in the efforts of our athletes, the leadership of our coaches, and the support of our fans. Enjoy the game. your starting lineup for the Hornets. At guard, freshman number 3, Lily Almendinger. At forward, junior number 33, Krista Price. At guard, junior number 25, Ali Stefanelli. At center, senior number 4, Amaria Redden. And at guard, senior number 1, Janessa Ruiz. The Hornets are coached by Mark Salvatore, assisted by Michael Ryan and Michael Coonan. And now, your Wayne Hills Patriots. At guard, sophomore number 10, Ariana Polafante. At guard, junior number 15, Jalen James. At guard, junior number 2, Sienna Schuster. At guard, senior number 3, Lily Weltman. And at guard, senior number 14, Shannon Ty. The Patriots are coached by Todd Green, assisted by Lucas Dimatulis and Jennifer Divinas. We now ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And now welcome back to Wayne Hills High School, where the Passaic Valley Hornets are playing against your Wayne Hills Patriots. Again, I am Noah Sandler alongside Jason Hook for today's matchup. Now let's take a look at the starting lineup for your Wayne Hills Patriots. So starting today, we see Lily Weltman and Shannon Ty, both seniors. Jalen James, the junior. Ariana Polafante, the sophomore. And Sienna Schuster, the leading scorer on this team, the junior as well. So a really great lineup for this 7-0 record. Coach Green is kind of keeping it the way it's been for all 7 games with just a few subs. And now, Jason, who's your starting lineup for Passaic Valley?
Well, the Hornets right now have Janessa Ruiz, Lily Almendinger, Amaria Redden, Alexandra Stefanelli, and Krista Price starting for them. And overall, just a very good team all around. I mean, 5-3 record, that's not an easy feat. So, I mean, a very close matchup between these two teams. You said before, the Wayne Hills Patriots have a very talented starting lineup, and you see in this Passaic Valley Hornets starting lineup as well that they also have a lot of talent across the board.
Yeah, I mean, as we said in the pregame show, Janessa Ruiz averaging 13.1 points per game. She's a senior, so Hills is going to be looking to defend her well in tonight's game as we're getting ready for the opening tip, as we see Amaria Redden and Shannon Ty to take the tip. And it is won early by Passaic Valley. Here's Stefanelli on it. And now over to Ruiz. And now back out around to Almendinger. Almendinger double teamed by Polafante and Schuster, and that's stolen away. And here comes Ty the other way. And now Ty takes it in for the easy layup. Wayne Hills on the board. Here's Passaic Valley with this full court press from the Patriots. Triple team there for a minute. Now Stefanelli on it to bring it up the court. And that was a violation against Passaic Valley. Patriots ball. Weltman to inbound. She gives it in to Ty. Ty out to Polafante. Over to Weltman. Now swings it around. Some nice ball movement here. And for that layup, A nice rebound by Schuster, and she is fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. First shot's good. And the second shot is as well. 4-0 lead for the Patriots. Here's Stefanelli on it. Over to Allmendinger, and it goes out of bounds. Patriots ball.
And already something that we've been seeing all season long, Wayne Hills Patriots bringing on that press from full court. I mean, it has worked so far. That's 3 turnovers straight for Passaic Valley Hornets. They haven't even been able to get the ball past half court so far this game.
Now it's a nice ball movement around the arc. Here's Ty inside. Over to Palafante. Palafante, and a nice block there from Ruiz, but Schuster is able to get the ball. First shot just too short. And now a foul against the Patriots. That was on Shannon Ty, her first of the game. Now here's Ruiz. Over to Stefanelli. Double teamed here. And that's turned over. Here's James to take it the other way. Just able to keep it in play. Allows the defense to get set for a minute. Now here's Schuster to bring it up. Over to James now. Back over to Weltman. Swings it around to Palafante. Here's Weltman again. Now Ariana Palafante, the sophomore, gives it over to the senior, Shannon Ty, one of the captains of this team. Now a high pass over to James. James in the Schuster. Schuster for the layup. Shot no good. There was Ruiz on the rebound. Now Ruiz to take it up the other way. Over to Stefanelli now. And now that's turned over, almost. But it did go off of Passaic Valley. Patriots ball. Tied to inbound. And now a timeout has been called by the Hornets. They're going to want to talk this over as they're now down 4-0 in this game.
And still the Wayne Hills Patriots have been bringing their all on the defensive end. Once again, that's just the first time this entire game so far that the Passaic Valley Hornets have been able to get the ball past half court. And I mean, overall, we've been seeing a lot with the Wayne Hills Patriots, just doing a great job putting on that full court press. And overall, I mean, you've seen it. I mean, the Hornets have just been struggling throughout this entire first few minutes of the game so far, getting the ball on the other side of the court. And I believe they haven't even gotten a shot off yet this entire game.
Breaking the huddles. It'll be Wayne Hill's ball. It'll be tied to inbound. And now that's passed in to Lily Weltman. Here is Ty now to bring it up. She's double teamed there, and a travel is called on Ty. So nice defense there by the Hornets. Now over to Stefanelli. Now to Ruiz. Ruiz driving in. Able to maintain possession of the ball as she was heavily guarded there. Here's Price now. Her shots go for the first points of the game for the Passaic Valley Hornets. Krista Price, the junior, averaging 4.8 points per game, is now Ty on the ball. She gives it over to number 5, one of the captains, Lily Weltman. Schuster tried to maintain possession of it, and she is fouled. That was a foul on Allie Stefanelli, the junior. It'll be tied to inbound. Out to James. James from 3, just too strong. And now the rebound from Price. Here's Allie Stefanelli on the ball. Over to Price now. Allmendinger drives in. Her shot's no good. Able to get her own rebound as now a foul was called against the Patriots, it will be Passaic Valley ball. Now that's passed in. And a travel is called on Amariah Redden, this senior. Now that's passed into Weltman. Weltman now to bring it up the court. Gives it over to Palafonte. Back to Weltman. Into Ty, and now that's quickly turned over. Here's Passaic Valley to go the other way. Stefanelli now to Ruiz. Ruiz for 3. Shot's just too short. And now here's James on the rebound. And a nice job by Weltman, just attempting to keep it in, and it goes out off of Weltman. It will be Passaic Valley ball. Here's Stefanelli over to Ruiz. And almost turned over there to Schuster. But now Price on it. And the shot from Price is good. Tie game at 4. Now here's Weltman, gives it over to James. Back to Palafonte. And that is deflected out of play off of Ruiz for Passaic Valley. It'll be tied at inbound. Now Ty passes it into Weltman. Now to Palafonte. Over to James. And now that is almost taken away there by Amariah Redden, but it will be Hill's ball. Now James inbounds to Weltman. Weltman over to James. And double dribble is called. Now subs will be made coming into the game for the Patriots. Is Star Vorabuth for number 10, Ariana Palafonte. Here's Stefanelli on it now. Passed into Ruiz. Now Wayne Hill's on the ball. Here's Vorabuth, and she has that stolen away there by Redden. Redden passes it in to Ruiz. And Passaic Valley still with the ball. Heavily guarded there by Weltman. And a travel is called. Now more subs to be made. Marceau coming in for Jalen James. Now here is Weltman to bring it up the court. Over to Schuster. Back to Vorabuth, over to Ty. Shannon Ty now on it, heavily guarded there. Passing to Schuster, and a great play there. Here's Redden over to Ruiz now. And a timeout is called by Coach Salvatore of the Passaic Valley Hornets.
And we've been seeing the Hornets really step up their defense so far. I mean, ever since those first 2 baskets made by the Wayne Hills Patriots, I mean, they've been playing lockdown defense all around that perimeter, making sure no outside shots, no easy outside passes are made from the Patriots. And overall, we've seen the Wayne Hills Patriots keep on that defensive approach so far this game. I mean, they've been doing a great job keeping Passaic Valley from scoring. But, I mean, with a close game, you're going to see both these teams play a lot of heavy defense, try to lock down each one of their players. And, I mean, we've definitely seen it with Passaic Valley 100% stepping it up so far.
Yeah, I mean, it took a couple minutes for Passaic Valley to get on the board, but it seems like they kind of found a little bit of a groove now. But Hill's still in the lead, 6-4. Here's Ruiz now on it. Over to Stefanelli. Stefanelli now passes it in to Redden. And almost stolen away there. And a jump ball is called. It'll be Patriots ball, tied at inbound. She gives it into Weltman. Weltman now directing traffic a little bit, gives it over to Ty. Swings it back around over to Vorabuth. Now Weltman back on it. Now here's Ty. Out to Schuster, thought about a three, now from a deep two, just short. And Ruiz on that rebound. Ruiz now to bring it up the court, gives it over to Stefanelli. Stefanelli now driving in, and that's turned over. Here is the captain, Shannon Ty on it. And a pass that is turned over there. Now we're seeing the pace of this game kind of pick up a little bit between both teams.
I'll take it. Over here, White.
And foul is called against Passaic Valley. It will be Hill's ball. Now Jalen James coming into this game for Shannon Ty. Here's Vorabuth on it. Over to Weltman, back out to Weltman. Over to James, back out to Weltman now. Here's James on it. Almost turned over there now, passed into Marceau. And she's called for a travel. It'll be PV ball. Here's Stefanelli on it. Full court press here. And now a high pass that went just out of play. It'll be Patriots ball. Here's Vorabuth over to Wellman. Swings it back around to James. Now Patson to Schuster. Back out to Marceau from three. Just too strong. And a jump ball is called. It'll be PV ball. Here's PV on it. And almost turned over there. Some nice defense by the Patriots. And that's Stefanelli on the ball. Now Wellman gains possession for the Patriots, and now almost a nice opportunity for PV. Schuster's on it now. Over to Vorabuth. Her shot, no good. Here's Ruiz. Over to Redden. And that layup from Redden is good. As a deep shot from Schuster is just short, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We are tied here in the Gifford Gymnasium, 6-6. Now let's send it back into the studio for a quick report from Becca and John.
Thanks, Noah. Welcome back to the studio. That was an interesting first quarter. I think we really saw the Patriots come out strong with those first two baskets in just a couple minutes. But I really saw the aggression kind of die down on the Hills side, at least, after that timeout was called by the PV coach. We saw a lot, not too much aggression. I think we could see both teams pick it up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're seeing a game of two great defenses, but the offense really needs to step it up. The score is 6-6 right now. 6 points in one quarter isn't enough to win the game, but I think that we'll be able to pick it up and play the game we should.
I do agree. I think Hills is a very strong team, and when they want to win, they can easily. It's all about mindset and drive for these girls when it comes down to it.
And yeah, I mean, Shannon Ty scored the first point of the game, and it was just, only two more layups since then. It's just offense really needs to step it up. Back to you, Noah, in the gym.
Thanks so much, guys. As you guys perfectly just said, I mean, it's been an aggressive half from both teams here. We're tied 6-6 at the end of the first, starting the second. We've seen some nice ball movement from the Patriots as both teams are making their way back out onto the court. But both coaches really had something to say to their teams to kind of change the game plan a little bit as we're getting set to go for the second quarter. Now here's Vorabuth over to Palafonte, back around to Vorabuth, into Marceau. Now to Palafonte, into Schuster, and a great design play there for that layup. Here's Ruiz to bring it up the court. Ruiz still on it. She's double teamed there. And as Palafonte was stealing that one away, she was fouled by Janesi Ruiz of the Passaic Valley Hornets. Now here's Vorabuth to bring it up the court. Gives it over to Ty. Into Schuster. And her shot's no good, and it went out of play off of Passaic Valley. It'll still be Patriots ball. Now Ty inbounds to Palafonte. Back to Schuster. Now Ty from three, just short. And on the rebound was Krista Price. Here's Ruiz now to bring it up the court. Now it's passing to Price, and the shot from Price no good. And rebounded there by Master Polo. And she is fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot two. That was a foul on Ariana Palafonte. First free throw, no good.
Sub? Sub or no sub? One. Let's move.
And neither is the second one, as now Ty takes it the other way. And that shot from three goes in and out. And now the layup from Ty is good. Now here's Ruiz on it. Pass in the Price, back out to Ruiz from three. And that rolls around a couple times, and that goes in. Here's Vorabuth. Back out to Palafonte, back over to Vorabuth. In the Ty, now to Marceau. And now that's turned over, a bad pass from Vorabuth. Now here comes PV the other way, and Ruiz did it all herself, and her shot rings in and out, able to get the rebound. And she is fouled on that one. First shot, no good. But the second one is, now we have a tie game, 10-10. Now here comes Weltman over to Vorabuth. Back to Weltman. Swings it around to James. Now Vorabuth in the tie. Now James driving in for the layup, and she is blocked. Now here's Ruiz. Over to Master Polo. Driving in. Nice spin move, and the travel is called. And now a timeout called by the Patriots.
Yeah, and you know what?
Overall,
Overall, just a great game so far. But Noah, before we move things on, I just want to ask you a question, and that is, do you want to know more about pro wrestling?
I do.
Well, you can get the latest scoop on what's going on in the WWE, AEW, and New Japan Pro Wrestling. Then check out the best pro wrestling talk show on Wayne Hills TV, Against the Ropes, hosted by our boy T-Bone Thomas Emmerich and his tag team partner Taylor the Burkinator Berkowitz. This unstoppable tag team will make sure you are covered with everything going on in the pro wrestling world when it comes to news, rumors, previews for shows coming up, and post shows from the biggest events. Make sure to check out the Against the Ropes talk show only on Wayne Hills TV.
And now I'm going to tune into that one. Have you tuned into the first episode?
I did, and you know what? I did teleprompter for it as well, so I got a live seats for the first show, and let me tell you, it is amazing. I learned so much. Number one, John Cena's still wrestling. Can you believe that?
Huh.
All those Daddy's Home movies, and he's still wrestling. What a guy.
What a guy. He is right. As we now see Bora Booth giving it over to Ty. It's a nice ball movement here. Here's Shannon Ty. Back out to Wellman. Over to Ty. Now Ty driving in. And now to Schuster. And that shot just too strong. And Jesse Santos on that rebound. And it went out of play off of Passaic Valley. It will be Patriots ball. Now subs being made for the Patriots. Marceau coming in for Schuster. Now here's Weltman. And able to get that ball back. Nice play there. Now here's Bora Booth on it. She has options. And bad pass there. That goes out of play. It'll be PV ball. Now sub being made for Passaic Valley as Stefanelli is coming into the game for Almendinger. Now Stefanelli inbounds it in. Here's Santos on it. Gives it right over to James. She gives it to Weltman. Layup no good. Now Ruiz on it. She slows it down a little bit, looking for some options. And backcourt violation against Passaic Valley. It will be Patriots ball. Now Ty inbounds to Bora. Now Weltman on it from three. Just too strong. Ty on the rebound. Back out to James. A deep two. Too strong on that one as well. As Ruiz looking to get the rebound, but Marceau able to get it. Now Weltman with a nice pass into Ty. She's heavily guarded in the paint. Back out to Weltman. Deep two. Just too short. Now Weltman on her own rebound. Back out to Booth from three. Just too strong. Now able to continuously get these rebounds as that layup from Lily Weltman is good. And now here's Bora Booth. And she gives it away to Stefanelli. And it's still Patriots ball, 2-point lead, 12-10 with 3:41 to go in the second quarter. That's quickly inbounded in. Here's Ty on it. Now Weltman from three, no good. Now that's passed over to Stefanelli. Now here's Redden. Now coming the other way after that turnover is Bora Booth. Into Weltman. Weltman looking for an open player in white. Look for Ty there. Unable to find her, and now that's turned over. Here comes Passaic Valley. Now here's Ruiz. And that nice layup from Master Polo is good. Now here's Ty to set things up. Pass to a wide open James. James still on it. A high pass to Weltman. Into Marceau. Out to Bora Booth. And now way across the court to Weltman. And now that's tipped and turned over to Passaic Valley. Here comes Santos the other way. And now turned over again to the Patriots. And now for the third time in a row, that's turned over. And now here's Passaic Valley to go the other way. Stefanelli now driving in towards the basket. No good. And a nice tip of that rebound from Weltman to James is now Ty pulls up front three. Whoop-de-doo, that's good. Now here's Stefanelli. Heavily guarded here by James. And now she is fouled. And we have an injured player down on the court. That is number 25, Allie Stefanelli, the junior. Stefanelli being looked at by the trainers and coaches. Hopefully she'll be okay.
So, with a bit of downtime, we of course have our graphic on the screen for my
Jason,
for my
spit the
weekly
words out.
sports talk show, Rico and Huck, with former Wayne Hills TV announcer Jake Tallarico. We talk about everything, all sports, everything you want to hear: baseball, football, basketball, soccer, hockey. We don't talk about hockey. We probably never will, but if you want us to, maybe you can slip us a few hundreds and we'll talk about hockey for one episode. Overall, just a great show. Overall, I mean, we go every single week. We talk about everything from the collegiate level of sports, professional sports, high school sports. We talk about everything on the show, the #1 sports talk show on Wayne Hills TV. That is Rico and Hook on www.youtube.com/@WayneHillsTV. That is www.youtube.com/@WayneHillsTV.
So, I mean, there's been a lot of sports news, especially today with the Carlos Correa signing to the Twins. Is that going to be on tomorrow's episode?
Yeah, it will be. Unfortunately, we did have a few mishaps with today's filming. We did have to decontaminate the set, so...
Decontaminate the set? What happened?
Don't worry about it. So tomorrow we will be up and filming, and on this Friday we will release episode 5 of the coveted, award-winning #1 sports talk show on Wayne Hills TV.
And now back in the gym, we still have an injured player. That's Allie Stefanelli down on the court, the junior. And now, just to give you a little bit of a preview, coming up on Wayne Hills TV this coming Friday night, we're going to be recording the Wayne hockey team senior night, as we now Stefanelli now able to stand up and is being helped by the trainer. Coming up on Friday night, Wayne hockey senior night.
Also on Friday night, Rico and Hook, episode 5.
They'll probably be during the day.
Some could argue slightly more important.
Well, let me continue with my promo, and then next week we're going to have Hills basketball against Wayne Valley. Girls game is going to be at 4 p.m. live on Wayne Hills TV, and then we'll be recording the game at Wayne Valley and posting it the following day. As now Stefanelli being helped to the bench. And we're going to get set to go in just a moment, as now the refs are just speaking with the coaches just to clear everything up with what exactly the calls were on that play.
Green ball right here, green.
It is PV ball. I believe a foul was called against the Patriots. So now Hills with a 14-12 2-point lead as we're nearing the end of the second quarter. Here's Schaefer to pass it in. Pass intended there for Almendinger, and now over to Ruiz. Ruiz now in the paint. Her shot's just too short. And backcourt violation. Now, Laura Booth inbounds to Weltman. Here's Laura Booth back over to Weltman. Now Vorabooth swings it back around. And that shot from James is good. 16-12 Patriots. Now here's Schaefer. Bring it up the court. Schaefer still driving in. And his shot is blocked by Schuster. Now Schuster to take it the other way. Pass into James, and a nice block there by Ruiz. It'll still be Patriots ball. Now Ty passes it out to Vorabooth. Vorabooth thought about a three, now gives it over to Schuster, who will shoot that three, just too short. It'll be PV ball. Now a high pass. Now Ruiz able to get it, and her layup no good. It'll be Patriots ball. Now subs being made. Palafonte now in for James for the Patriots. Here's Weltman now. Over to Ty. Now back to Weltman. They're going to go back and forth a couple times. Now into Schuster. Back out to Vorabooth. Shot from three. Bang! That's good. And here's Ruiz. Ruiz driving in. And her jumper is good. Now here's Weltman the other direction. Into Ty. Ty now into Schuster, back out to Vorabooth. Now Palafonte from a deep two, just too strong. Weltman on the rebound. And her jumper's good. And that was a buzzer beater to end the second quarter. Your Wayne Hills Patriots with a 21-14 lead over the Passaic Valley Hornets. So I mean, we've seen a great half from both teams. Jason, what do you think?
I mean, I don't know about you. It sounded a little monotone, but that buzzer beater from Lily Weltman was pretty impressive, getting the rebound and just right off, no dribble, picked it right up, right off the ground, took the shot. I mean, that's not an easy shot to make, especially with the contested defender right in her face. So, I mean, overall, a great shot there and a great showing in this second quarter from the Wayne Hills Patriots.
And now let's send it back into the studio for Becca and John's halftime report.
Welcome back to the studio for our halftime report. John, what do you think of this game so far, and what do you hope to see in the Hills in the next half?
I mean, I think we're seeing a great defensive game, but what I would like to see in the next half is the offense take a step up. We scored more points than we did in the first quarter. We started to come alive a little bit more towards the end of the quarter, but it just needs to be better offense if we want to win this game.
You know, I completely agree. I think that PV and Hills was playing a little bit of a back and forth where one team would get a basket, the other would follow up with two, and vice versa, kind of just motivating each other a little bit by little bit. I think the next team to really push themselves is the ones who is going to bring this game home.
You see a lot of steals, a lot of block shots we've seen, just a very high defensive game.
I think specifically from PV player number 1, Ruiz, we saw some great blocks from her multiple times, really motivating her team. I think similarly, Shannon Ty was getting some great rebounds on our behalf and scoring many, many points in this last quarter.
Well, Shannon Ty is always just a great defensive playmaker. She really does do it all.
Similarly, we also saw an injury in this last quarter by number 25, Alex Stefani. Obviously, we all hope she's okay, and we're wishing her well. Unfortunately, she has the second highest points per game on her team, so we're hoping that's not going to set PV back too much. I think also that the team is really trying to motivate themselves, but it's really not going to change unless we see someone step forward.
We just need to see the offense start going out there and making the plays that they have in the first 7 games. I mean, this is probably the lowest halftime score we've had all season yet, but that's why I said in the start that this is going to be our biggest prove-it game. So Doesn't matter if it's sloppy. Doesn't matter how many points we score. It all matters if we win the game. That's what we need to do.
Truly, truly. And we definitely don't want to lose that undefeated streak.
Mm-hmm. And now Noah's standing by with Mr. Hittinger for his thoughts.
No. You got the final whistle.
Actually, that is not right. We have a final whistle promo, so let's go see that.
So if you want to hear about sports every week, produced by myself, Drew Ziegler, Stephen Kubis, and James Gagusis, you should definitely tune in to The Final Whistle. We air every Friday on Wayne Hills TV. That is www.youtube.com/Wayne Hills TV.
You know, I cannot wait to see The Final Whistle.
Yep. I mean, it's a great show, and I mean, you should really check it out.
Okay, thank you so much. That's all we have for now. Back to the gym.
And now welcome back into the Kipper Gymnasium as we're getting set to go for the second half. Your Wayne Hills Patriots have a 21-14 lead over the Passaic Valley Hornets. So Jason, what do you think of the first half?
So I mean, it was definitely defensive minded throughout that first half on both sides. I mean, you see it from the low scoring game, 21-14, as you mentioned. Both teams are really just trying to get the other team to not score, not getting any possible shots on the inside, and that's kind of working for both squads so far. I mean, you've definitely seen the Wayne Hills Patriots bringing it on the full court press, which has been working like a charm for them in that first half. I mean, it's been really tough for PV to get past the half court line, and for the first few minutes of the game, they couldn't pass the logo. So overall, an impressive showing defensively from Wayne Hills. But I mean, you can't talk about defense without talking about the Passaic Valley Hornets, who have also been bringing it defensively. I mean, Hills has had a tough time getting these shots off inside the paint in that first half, and it's really because PV has been bringing that aggressive defense on the inside, and that's really helped them to keep this game so close.
As we're getting set to go for the third quarter. It looks like we're going to have a little bit of a delay here. I believe they're just bringing out a wheelchair for the injured Ali Stefanelli, who got injured in that second quarter. And then we're going to get ready to go for the second half. So as I said, coming up on Wayne Hills TV, we have senior night for hockey against Ramsey this Friday night, 6 p.m. game. If you want to go view it live. If not, we'll have it for you posted by the weekend. And then next week is Valley Week for basketball. Girls are home on Tuesday for a 4:15 game, and then boys are away for a 7 p.m. game. We'll have that girls game for you live here on Wayne Hills TV. And then that away game will be recorded and posted shortly after that. So a lot coming up here on Wayne Hills TV. As now bringing Stefanelli's leaving the court area, and now we're getting set to go. It'll be PV with the ball to start this half. Now that's inbounded to Ruiz. Ruiz now gives it over to Almendinger. Back to Ruiz. Now a high pass into Redden. Over to Price. And the jump ball is called. It'll be tied to inbound. Now here's Ty to bring it up the court. Over to Palafonte now. Now back out to James. Into Ty. Ty now to slow it down a little bit. Over to Palafonte. Now James on it. Back to Schuster. And now out to Palafonte. And now almost stolen away there by Caitlin Schaefer. Now here's Ruiz. Now Almendinger on it. Back out to Redding. Now a high pass, stolen away by James. Now James to take it the other way. And out of play off of Passaic Valley. Now tied to inbound. Out to Palafonte from three, and that's good. Now here's Almendinger to bring it up the court. Now Ruiz on it. Over to Redden. Now to Ruiz. Double team there. And now Ruiz still double team. Now here's Redden. And that goes out of play. It was tipped off of the Patriots. It'll remain PV ball. Now Ruiz over to Redden. Ruiz kind of slows it down a little bit. Back out to Schaefer. And now that's stolen away there. And now here's Schuster to bring it the other way. Sienna Schuster now to bring it up the court. Back to Ty. Now into Weltman. And now that's given away there. Here's Almendinger now. And she gives it to Schaefer. Now over to Ruiz. Almost thrown away there. And now shot taken by PV. No good. And now the rebound by Palafonte for the Patriots. And now stolen away again by Redden. And her layup too strong, no good. And now Ty on the rebound. Now out to Palafonte. Looking for a second three of the game. And that goes in and out. And now rebound by PV. Now a full court press. And now Ruiz to take it the other way. Some nice defense by Weltman. Now to Redden. Redden to take it in for herself, and she is fouled. It'll be Amarai Redden, the senior, at the line to shoot two. First shot's good. And the second one is it, and now Ty on the rebound. Ty to bring it the other way using her speed. Driving in, and she has that stolen away by Almendinger. Now the other direction, Almendinger driving in for the layup, and foul committed by Lily Weltman. It'll be Almendinger at the line to shoot two. First shot, no good.
One shot, okay?
And second one isn't either. And now able to get that rebound is Redden. Back out to Ruiz. Now a high pass to Schaefer. Back to Ruiz. From three. No good. Price on the rebound. Heavily guarded there, and she is fouled by Sienna Schuster, and she will go to the line and shoot two. It'll be Krista Price at the line, and that was Schuster's first foul of the game. Already 3 team fouls in the second half for the Patriots. He's still without them. And now coming into the game for the Patriots is Elizabeth Donqua for number 2, Sienna Schuster. And the second shot's good. And we have an 8-point game here in the Gifford Gymnasium here at Wayne Hills High School. Now Ty to bring it the other way. Pass intended there for Donqua. Now able to just keep that one in as it was almost tipped. Here's Almendinger the other way. She gives it to Ruiz. Ruiz to Redden. And now that's stolen away and tripped up was Shannon Ty. And that was a foul on Caitlin Schaefer, her first of the game. Now here comes Weltman. Weltman over the Ty. Now a high pass into Palafonte, tipped out of play, remains Patriot ball. here's Weltman on it. Over to James. Back to Palafonte. Swinging it around, a high pass over to Weltman. Thought about a three there, changed her mind. Now she is fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot two. That was a foul on number 3, Lily Almendinger. First shot from Weltman is good. Now checking into the game for Passaic Valley is Gia Mastropolo for Amarai Redding. Mastropolo averaging 3.2 points per game entering into today. Now a 10-point lead for the Patriots, 26-16, with 3:55 to go in the quarter. Now here's Almendinger. Gives it to Mastropolo. Now driving in towards the basket. Shot no good. Price on the rebound for PV. Gives it back out to Ruiz. Ruiz now slows it down a little bit. Almost double team there. And fouled on that 3 was Lily Almendinger. That was a foul on Shannon Tide. It'll be 3 shots for the freshman Almendinger.
3 shots, ladies.
First shot, no good.
Ladies, we still shoot 2, all right? 2 shots, relax.
And the second shot's no good. Now a couple subs being made coming into the game for the Patriots is Marceau for Jalen James.
1 shot. 1.
And she went 0 for 3 on those free throws. Now tied the other direction, a high pass into Marceau. Out to Weltman, back to Marceau. Heavily guarded there. Has options. Now a high pass into Palafonte, way over her head and out of play. Now here's Schaefer to pass it in to Ruiz. Over to Almendinger. Now to Price. Now Ruiz on it. Now Mastropolo driving in for that layup, no good. On her own rebound. Brings it back around, slows it down a little bit. Now Almendinger out to Schaefer from 3. No good. And now that second opportunity, she missed that one as well. Now here comes Ty the other direction. Slowing it down a little bit. Layup no good. And a rebound there by Krista Price as Janessa Ruiz now on it. And now Ruiz from 3. Shots just wide. On the rebound, Almendinger. Her shot's no good. And jump ball is called. It is PV ball. Now a bunch of stuff being made. Schuster, James, Moore, and Borabuth all checking in for Palafonte, Donqua, Weltman, and Todd. Only one still out of the court is Marceau. And now a shot from 3, just short. Borabuth on that rebound, now stolen away by Price. Double team there. Now a high pass from Almendinger. Now Ruiz on it. And tip pass there, Schaefer on it. Schaefer's layup, no good. Mastropolo's layup, no good either. And now a jump ball called again. It'll be Wayne Hill's ball with 2:09 to go in the third quarter. It's still a 10-point lead. Now James inbounds to Borabuth. Here's Borabuth over to Moore. Now here's Schuster on it. Now to Borabuth. Into Schuster, back out to James. James. Her shot's no good. And just able to keep it in play. Great job by Schuster. Now Vorbuth pulls up from 3, and that's good. Now Caitlin Schaefer on it, gives it to Ruiz. Ruiz now. Nice one-handed pass there. Into Mastrapolo, and that shot's good. Now James over to Vorbuth. Swings it back around all the way over to Marceau. Now back to Mackenzie Moore. Now Vorbuth on it. And that layup from Marceau, no good. Now that's inbounded to Ruiz. Here's Price on it. And foul is called. That was on Sienna Schuster. Now it's her second of the game. Now here's Ruiz driving in. A high pass, and that shot's good. Wasn't a pass, it was more of a jumper. What do you think, Jason?
I mean, yeah, definitely a difficult pass to make. But I mean, you saw right there just a brilliant play from the playmaking side of things.
And now that layup is good. Here's Schaefer now to bring it up the court. Now over to Ruiz. Under 20 to go in the quarter. Shot from Price, no good. Patriots ball with 14.7 seconds to go in the third quarter. Now that's passed into Vorbuth. Vorbuth to bring it up the court. Just over 10 to go. Over to James. Back to Vorbuth, trying to get a couple more points here. Now that's turned over, but Vorbuth able to maintain possession. Back at the James from 3. No good. And now that after that rebound by Lily Allmendinger, that's going to wrap things up for the third quarter. Your Wayne Hills Patriots with a 31-20 lead over Passaic Valley. Now let's send it back into the studio to Becca and John.
All right, thank you, Noah. Honestly, there's not too much to say right now. I think we're both a little frustrated with what we're seeing going on at the courts. Right now, it's currently 31-20 Hills in the lead, but honestly, there's not crazy plays or anything too much to comment on. Honestly, I've been seeing a lot of back and forth between the teams, a lot of turnovers, almost like they're playing tag. Like I said earlier, one team gets a basket, the other one follows, back and forth, back and forth. What do you think?
I mean, if I'm Coach Green right now, I'm getting all these girls in the huddle and I'm telling them that we have to limit the fouls because if these turnovers are going to slowly kill us, and if we play a team that's better than PV, they're making all those foul shots and we're chasing from behind now. We're trailing if they make all those foul shots. So we really need to limit these turnovers and these fouls because we're just giving them presents. We're just giving them gifts to make shots and take the lead back.
Luckily, not too many of those foul shots have been made, allowing the Patriots to stay an 11-point lead. I think the game aggression is picking up a bit, but it's a little bit of a sloppy aggression. That's leading to, of course, like you said, the fouls.
And not to say that there's no bright spots. One bright spot is definitely Lily Weltman. She's having a great game right now. She's all over the place. She's scoring layups. She's taking a lot of steals and blocks on defense,
Definitely.
and she's just she's having a very good game. I don't want to take that away from her.
Definitely. We see some highlights always here at Patriots. I think it's really just coming down to the aggression and the drive, which is, at the end of the day, what Patriots have. That's all we have for today, right? For this quarter, back to you on the courts.
Thanks, guys. So as you said, Lily Weltman having a great game. She has 6 points in this game. Star Vorbuth, she has 8 points in this game. She has 2 threes. And now passed into James. James back out to Weltman. Now back to James. And now that pass tipped. And now here's Allmendinger the other way. Now Ruiz on it. Ruiz driving in. And first shot no good. Now Ty on that rebound.
Jump ball, it's going to stay here. Green ball.
And jump ball is called. It will be PV ball. Ruiz inbounds into Schaefer. Now over to Ruiz. Ruiz driving in. And her layup is good. 9-point game now. And now a timeout is called by the Wayne Hills Patriots. Coach Green called a full 1-minute timeout.
And now this is an important time that I'd like to, ask the viewers at home a very jarring question, and that is, are you a fan of pro wrestling? Do you want to know the latest news in the WWE, AEW, and New Japan Pro Wrestling? Well, you're in luck. I burnt myself talking about the hottest pro wrestling show on Wayne Hills TV. Against the Ropes, hosted by Thomas T. Money Emmerich and his tag team partner, Taylor Berkey Berkowitz. This unbreakable tag team will get you all the news, rumors, previews for upcoming shows and post shows from some of the biggest events. So make sure to check out Against the Ropes on Wayne Hills TV. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Second Against the Ropes promo of the game, but I'm here for it. I'm excited to see what kind of show they're going to bring to us this week.
And I heard Thomas is actually getting offers from Netflix for a multi-season deal.
Really?
Similar to that of Rico and Hook, possibility of a pickup for a movie after the 6th season. So, just rumors right now. But will you be turning into the Against the Ropes film?
If it's on Netflix, our good friend Thomas.
And I heard it's
making
called
big moves.
I heard it's called You Can't John Cena Thing.
Ooh, I like that. I know I'll be tuning in as we now see James on the ball in the fourth quarter. Bringing it around the arc. Over to Ty. Now Ty pulling up from three. Shot no good. And a foul called on Ariana Palafante. That is her third of the game. 16th team foul of the half. Now high pass over to Ruiz. Now to Schaefer. And now a fight for the ball. It'll be a jump ball called in favor of the Patriots. Now Schuster passes it in to Weltman. Weltman now to bring it up the court. Passing the Ty, back out to Palafante. Now Palafante to James. Back over to Schuster. Here's Jalen James on it, the junior. Now a high pass to her fellow junior, Schuster. And now Palafante does a great job keeping that ball in. Now back out to James. Now to Weltman. Here's Jalen James now slowing it down. Back to Palafante, swinging it around. Some nice passing here into Schuster. Back out to Weltman. Weltman driving in. Shot no good. Palafante on the rebound. Back out to Weltman. Into Ty now. Shot from Weltman is no good. And on that second opportunity, Sienna Schuster is fouled by number 2, Caitlin Schaefer. That is her second of the game. Now a sub being made for Passaic Valley. Master Polo coming in for Caitlin Schaefer. Shot no good. Ty on that rebound. Back out to Schuster. And she connects on that one. Now here's Schaefer. Over to Master Polo. And that's stolen away by Ty. Over to Weltman. And that layup's good. A great play there by Shannon Ty. to make it a 13-point game, 35-22.
And I mean, once again, during a timeout, it's another time to ask a jarring question, and that is, you like pro wrestling? Well, you're not going to get much of that with Rico and Hook, but what you will get is one of the greatest duos in the history of duos. I mean, come on, we are like peanut butter and jelly. We are like Patrick Stewart and Martha Stewart. We are like Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg. That's what I was going for. I mean, you got the greatest sports talk show in the history of sports talk shows. I am Jason Hook alongside Jake Talarico for the weekly sports talk show on Wayne Hills TV. We talk about everything from college, professional, and high school levels. We talk about basketball, football, soccer, baseball, hockey. We don't talk about hockey, but if you want us to talk about hockey, we will consider it. Overall, just an amazing time every single week, every Friday. If you want to come home, just enjoy your day. Maybe you had a stressful day at school, maybe a stressful day at work if you work as well. You can just come home, relax, have some tea, I guess, and watch Rico and Hook.
You know what I think would be fun? Why don't you bring Stephen A. Smith and Mad Dog onto your show? If you're telling me it's the best talk show in the history of talk shows, bring them on. I'm sure Stephen A. Smith and Mad Dog could have a great argument, and you could join in with them. You and former Wayne Hills TV announcer Jake Talarico as well.
We actually had Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp on the latest episode.
Really?
we don't associate with First Take, so
why not?
We're gonna leave them off. Max Kellerman hasn't called me back in months.
All right, I still think Stephen A. Smith and Mad Dog would be a great addition to the show. I think it would bring you some more views. I know I'd be more inclined to tune in.
And you know what? Once again, there's really no improving on Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg. I mean, they're the second greatest duo of all time behind us, too. So, I mean, you really can't get much better, even if you had a few more members.
All right, well, now back in the Gifford Gymnasium after that little tangent that Jason just went off on about his new big show.
Yeah, and, it's just an overall amazing time. Only two of us, not four of us. So, we get things done and we get things better with, half the amount as, say, other shows on Wayne Hills TV with four people. So, I mean, just overall, you should be very impressed with how amazing our show is being just the two of us.
This is not the time to be taking shots at other Wayne Hills TV
I'm not
shows.
taking shots at anybody. I'm just saying sometimes less is more.
All right, now back here in the gym. Hill still with a 13-point lead. Now here is Weltman. Her layup is no good. And as a timeout is now called for Passaic Valley, I mean, back in this timeout, Jason, I guess you could keep talking about your show. Now let's send it back into the studio for a quick message from John.
So what's better than one Wayne Hills TV sports talk show? That is two. The Final Whistle is our sports show. If you want to hear more of me, there's me, produced by Drew Ziegler, Stephen Kubis, James Gagousis. We talk football, we talk basketball, we talk baseball, college football, college basketball. We can even talk about fencing if you want us to. We air every Friday on Wayne Hills TV, and make sure to check it out. You will not regret it.
Wow, these two shows taking shots at each other. Jason, what do you got to say about the Final Whistle? Have you seen that?
I wouldn't say those were shots. Unfortunately, I haven't seen any of their episodes, but I'm sure it's an all-around great time. I did hear a rumor that next year there is only going to be 3 members of the Final Whistle. However, one of them is leaving because I guess he doesn't love what he does for his job. But next year, I mean, you see me and my boy Rico, we love our work, so we're going to be continuing to bring you episodes throughout the next year and this year as well. And I'm not going to throw shots. The Final Whistle, they got 3 sophomores there too, so the next 2 years, not including this year as well, I mean, they're going to be bringing you the goods. So you know what? I'm not going to throw shots. I think they're an amazing show. Personally, I haven't seen any episodes, but I think they're an amazing show, and I think what they do is great. Try to provide some more competition to the sports talk show network.
All right, sounds good. So now with 4.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, here's Almendinger on it. Into Price. Now that layup no good, and on that second opportunity no good as well, and now a foul is called. That was a foul on Ariana Palafante. That was her 4th of the game, getting into some foul trouble late in this 4th quarter. That free throw is no good. It was a one-on-one opportunity, as now Schuster to take it the other way. Now a high pass into Weltman. Back out to Palafonte, and that shot from 3 is good. Now here's Ruiz on it. A high pass into Redden. Now Schuster on it. Over to Weltman. And now that ball goes out of play. It is still PV ball. Now here's Weltman driving in. And she leaves it for a tie, but it goes out of play off of PV. Tie to inbound. And now a nice pass into Schuster, and her layup is good. Now pulling up from 3, Ruiz. Took a couple of nice bounces there, did not go in. Now Schuster the other direction. And now Schuster is fouled. That was a foul on number 4, Mariah Redden, her 2nd of the game. First shot no good. Now subs being made. Coming into the game, we see Vorbu, Dankwa, Moore, and Marceau. Marceau won't be coming in at the moment. Palafonte and Schuster the only ones staying out there, and Passaic Valley making a ton of subs as well. And second one is neither.
34 is my shooter. 34 is the shooter, white 5. 34.
And now it will be Nor Allen, the senior, at the line to shoot 1 and 1. She didn't hit the rim on that one. It'll be Marceau to inbound. Now here's Vorabuth. Over to Palafonte. Into Dankwa. And her layup is good. Now here's Allen. Back out to Hamden. And now shot no good. Now Schaefer on it. She pulls up, jumper no good. Rebound by Palafonte. Now swings it back around. Here's Vorabuth on it. Now Marceau pulls up from 3. Her shot is no good, and here's the rebound from Layla Fernandez. Now here is Fernandez on it. Fernandez averaging 1.3 points per game. She's a junior. Now into Allen. Back out to Fernandez. And that shot no good. Almost able to get the rebound there. Unable to, but now Palafonte going the other way. She has numbers. Driving in for the layup, and she is fouled by Jessie Santos.
Line up, ladies. Green's going to be underneath. Why are you just waiting? Relax on the first one. It's going to be 2 shots.
And now Palafonte at the line. First shot's good. Jason, what are you laughing at over there?
Don't you worry about it.
You're going to laugh. Take your headset off, please. And now the second shot is good as well. Now here's Fernandez on it. Over to Hamden. And swings it back around. And now, here comes Marceau the other way. Driving in, shot no good. Here's Fernandez. Jason, why don't you tell the audience what you're doing right now?
I drew I drew a picture of Peter Griffin, and Noah, for some reason, thinks my art is funny.
Well, you keep shoving it in my face. I'm trying to watch the game here. Put it in front of the monitor.
I'm trying to announce.
I'm trying to announce.
I don't think so. I think you're trying to look at Peter Griffin.
No, I'm not. You're putting it in front of my face. All right, Jason, cut it out.
Apologies.
Schaefer blowing up from 3. Jason, stop it.
I didn't do anything.
Now here is Borbooth the other direction. Less than 30 seconds to go. Here's more on it, back to Borbooth. Now Marceau swings it back around to Borbooth, more on it. Clock will just wind down here. Now Palafonte. Here's more, back to Palafonte. Here's more just to kind of let the clock run out. And that is going to do it here at Wayne Hills High School. As clock winding down, and the Wayne Hills Patriots get the win by a score of 44-22. So Jason, what do you think of this game?
I mean, overall, just an amazing performance from the Wayne Hills Patriots. I mean, doubling PV's score here today. I mean, you saw it from the get-go, right at the start of the game. They were putting on that full court press, and it was that defense that really led, the Patriots to winning this game. I think the Hornets definitely, gave it their all tonight, but I thought they were just no match for the Patriots defense.
Well, I'll be back in just a moment for a post-game interview, but first let's send it back into the studio for their post-game thoughts.
Welcome back to the studio. That was a great game we just watched. John, what did you think of this game?
A sloppy game, but a sloppy win is still a win. Your Wayne Hills girls basketball team are 8-0. Offense, though, is going to need to improve if they want to beat Lakeland Thursday.
I totally agree. Honestly, this last quarter, I did see some great improvements from the Hills team. They doubled the PV score with a final score of 44-22. They were up over 10 points in that last quarter, and PV was only up by 2, which honestly was just great and really, really, really great to see. I also saw some great moves by number 10, Palafonte. She scored another 3-pointer. She really knows how to step it up on offense when other people aren't.
Mm-hmm. It really is just great to see how we're able to get that entire team in there almost every game. We're really able to rotate everybody around. And Palafonte is someone I said in the first game that's going to surprise some people. In these next couple of games, if they play her more, she's going to be making a lot more of those athletic plays.
And that's exactly what she did. She definitely surprised us.
And now to Noah in the gym for a post-game interview with Sienna Schuster.
So I'm joined here by Sienna Schuster. So first of all, congrats on a great game. Undefeated record. What were the keys to getting the win today?
I think we didn't play our best, but we tried to pick it up in the fourth quarter and get it back a little bit in the second half especially.
And now looking ahead to some upcoming games, a tough schedule coming up. You're playing against some good opponents. What are you guys going to need to do to continue this undefeated stretch? Obviously now you're 8-0. What are you going to need to do?
We have to work on our passing and just keeping our energy up the whole entire game, every single game. And yeah.
All right, thanks so much for joining me. So that's going to wrap things up for us here in the gym for Wayne Hills TV. For Jason Hook and our entire Wayne Hills TV crew, I have been Noah Sandler, and we will see you next time right here on Wayne Hills TV.